Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be checking out Shinecon's new VR headset. In our last video, we have checked out Baofeng's headset, and they have finally surprised us with a really good headset. So, let's see if it's the same case with Shinecon. Now, if you're into Google Cardboard headsets, you probably heard about Shinecon. You know, they're that company that has like over 200 rebrands of the same exact headset, which was their first version, and it wasn't the best headset, obviously. But of course, when it first started, it was the best headset, and later on, it became the most popular one because it was dirt cheap, and there were tons of rebrands, and they were sold literally everywhere all over the world. And then they came out with the version 2. Wasn't so popular, of course, because it's a bit more expensive, and it still wasn't perfect. The build quality was great, it looked nice, but it wasn't too functional. But this time, we have this one, which is the SC version, and this time, the specs look very good, and we're going to be joined today by our friend here, Jimmy. So say hello to Jimmy, and yeah. So let's take a look at the specs here. First of all, we have some 40mm lens. The FOV is 100, which is the highest we have seen from Shinecon. It still has the IPD adjustment, fixed focal length, which probably means... Okay, that's fake plant. Don't touch the fake plant, man. Okay, and it's probably lightweight and recyclable, and that is it. Alright, so let's check on Jimmy here. Please don't eat my controllers, you can eat the Charmanders, but... Anyways, let's open this bad boy up and see if it's any good. What is he doing? Here's some stuff for you. You got the headset. Alright, please don't eat that. Okay. And we got the headset itself. So what do you think, Jimmy? Is it any good? No. So what do you think, Jimmy? No, please don't. Please don't. No, thanks. Alright, you can do something. Alright, nope. Alright, let's take a look at the manual. Here, you can take this. You can take the microfiber cloth. Here, you want to be a superhero? You want to be a superhero? Here you go. Okay. Please leave the headset alone. Okay, so let's take a look at the manual here. So, it's in Chinese, and on the other side, it's in English, and doesn't seem like it has a QR code. No, please don't ruin my controllers. Okay. Then we have the headset itself, which Jimmy here is sniffing, and he thinks it's great. And we have the usual camera door right there. Please don't eat the fake plants. You know what, Jimmy? You're gonna go back to your little ball, alright? I'm gonna put you back in the ball, and you go roaming around the house, alright? While I do my work. Please don't ruin my headset. I gotta finish the review. Yeah, Jimmy. Alright, now that is dealt with, let's take a look at the headset. Alright, so first of all, we have the camera door window. As usual, it is magnetic, and you have a window on both ends, as well as a center hole for those center cameras. And the locking mechanism for the phone compartment is the clip method, so very simple. And inside we have 4 rubber feet and a bunch of foam to protect your phone. Very simple and straightforward. Now, taking a look at the top here, it seems like it does have focus adjustments, and it's actually per eye focus adjustments, so that's cool. And we have IPD adjustments. That's nice. And yes, we will be testing out how far the lens comes out, because in previous headsets we have seen it, especially in the VR box. When you use the focus adjustments and the lens comes out, it actually hits your eyes or even your glasses. Now, in the box it also claims we can use some glasses, so let's check that out. Yep, it's not a perfect fit, but it does work. And my glasses are wide glasses, so it should be fine for most people. Now inside we got a cool design. It's like a ridge design, and of course we got some protective pieces to protect the lens during shipping or whatnot. And we have the same kind of padding we have seen on the V2, I believe. I could be wrong. Actually no, this is a complete redesign of the pad right here, and it goes all the way to nose room, so we have got a bridge. And it looks like we have a nice amount of nose room, so we'll see how that does as well. Usually that's where most headsets fail, as you guys know. Now let's take a look at the strap here. So the center strap is hooked up near the face pad, which usually you want it somewhere in the middle, or even better up here, but let's see how that does. And this is the buckle type, and no, it is not the 50-50 design, which is half solid and half flexible. With this one we have a completely flexible strap. And one last thing before we test it out, it weighs 286 grams. And there's actually about it. There's nothing much to talk about, so let's go ahead and test it out and see how it does. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, and we are back, and it's like 6 AM right now. It's actually the next morning, and I'm finishing up this review now. And I have some things to talk about. Some good things, some okay things, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So the first thing I encountered while using this thing was with my LG G04 phone, and that is, although everything fits perfectly fine, I ended up with a stuck volume bar, and that is because this padding right here was stuck pressing down on my volume down key. And of course, that can be easily fixed by removing some of the padding, and you're good to go. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you have a phone with back buttons, then you might encounter that issue. But other than that, Let's keep moving on and talk about it. The door mechanism is perfectly fine. The camera cutout is perfect. And once your phone is in there, it does not go anywhere. Moving on to the IPD and focus adjustments, they work perfectly fine. I have tested the headset out with and without glasses. And I have tested the focus adjustments with the lenses all the way out. And surprisingly, they don't hit your glasses or your eyes, which is great. The facepad here is very comfortable actually. And the nose bridge does make a difference. And again, it is Velcroed, and it seems like the Velcro they have here is actually really good and solid, unlike other headsets, which is pretty impressive. It kind of reminds me of VR Cover, the design of it, but yeah. Now anyways, moving on to the nose room, believe it or not, this is the biggest nose room we have seen yet. It's actually way more than even the HTC Vive. With the HTC Vive, I can only have one finger inside. With this one, I can have two fingers stacked up like that, or my thumb sideways like that, while wearing the headset. And that is actually pretty damn impressive because this is, again, the largest nose room we have seen yet. So if you're someone with a big nose, you have probably had troubles with a ton of other VR headsets. So this thing might be for you. Here's some quick measurements. Alright, it's about 45, and then upwards, about 40. And yeah, so yeah, very, very impressive. Biggest nose room yet. There you go. But moving on to the lenses are kind of disappointing for some people. Although they're sharp, minimal distortion, the field of view is more like 86 degrees. If you have used the Bobo VR Z3, you probably know what I'm talking about. Or the Baofeng Motion XD, which means it's mostly tailored towards movie watching. It's got everything you need, except for the capacitive touch button, of course, which again is 2017 and it is Shinecon. And Shinecon here really needs to include a capacitive touch button on their headsets already. You know, one of the first few headsets that came out that were popular, and they just disappointed us like that. But yeah, the lenses are low FOV, but they are sharp, and they are good for movie watching. But where this headset mainly shines is with small display phones, like this Mi 5. It's a 5.1 inch, I believe, and it's a good experience, especially with that 1080p screen. You get a fantastic viewing experience, and the pixel density is pretty good. So if you're looking to watch movies on a phone like that, then this is the headset for you. And no, that wasn't a pun I'm trying to make. And finally, we have the strap here. Now, a couple things about it. First of all, it is the flexible type, which usually isn't good, and it's not, because there's too much flex, and when you move your head, you're gonna get a lot of wobble. So what I usually do with... And we just found out something about the strap. The strap here uses the horrible design of two little prongs that come out like that. So in some cases it is easy to take out, but it's also very annoying to put back on. And this is quite disappointing once again that they have went with this design. We have seen it on the Motion XD as well as the U01 headset and a couple more actually, and they all just failed horribly. Alright, and fast forward 5 minutes later, I have finally put back on and we have damaged the strap here. But yeah, again, I'm not a big fan of this. It's pretty horrible once it comes out, and it's pretty annoying to put back on. But anyways, back to topic. What I usually do to fix this kind of issue where I have a strap that is all flexible, I take the side straps and I tighten them all the way up, and I keep the center strap with some slack. And that way I kind of counteract that extreme flexibility. And again, it is extremely flexible, so you're gonna have some wobble if you don't use my technique. So you guys can see how easy it is for the strap to pop out. I mean, it is completely horrible. I mean, it's such a poor decision to go with this kind of strap. And that's the same case with the center strap. So a quick recap about this thing. You got most functions that you need, focus and IPD adjustments, no capacitive touch button, a very comfortable facepad, a very disappointing strap. I mean, although the strap is flexible, if they had only not used this design, then it would have been fine with my technique. The FOV is low, but it's good for movies, and you have a ton of nose room. The biggest nose room yet on any headset that I have seen by far. So all that being said, not a lot of people are going to enjoy this headset, and the only thing that I see compelling about it is its nose room and its comfort. But when you have a horrible strap, then what's the point? And even if you want to use it as a regular Google Cardboard headset that you can pick up and use, it still does not have a capacitive touch button to excuse it from its horrible strap mounting design. And that's about it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Oh, and to answer some of you guys' questions from the last video about the Motion S1, it actually is really good with a small phone as well. I mean, I was surprised on how well the experience was. So yeah, there you go. Either a 5.5 inch or a 5 inch phone or 5.1 inch phone, you're going to be just fine with the S1. So there you go.